Hello everybody, Mr. LEGO Lover 55 here, and welcome to another LEGO set review. Today we're taking a look at another Star Wars set, Set 75225, the Elite Praetorian Guard Battle Pack. This set is recommended for ages 6 and up, and has around 109 pieces. So taking a look at the box here, it's the standard $15 box size box. We've got LEGO Star Wars logo there at the top with the cool box art with Darth Vader there in the corner. I really like this box art, it's so cool. Got the set info there, we've got a picture of the actual set. Also Disney logo down there because it's owned by Disney. Then we got all the play features on the back, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual set. So I'm pretty sure to most people, battle packs are mainly about getting the figures. However, I think this set delivers both on the figures and also just having an actual build. So most of the time, battle packs have a pretty lame build, but this one is actually pretty fun. It doesn't. I don't want to say it like looks terrible, but I don't know. But it's not really about the looks, but it's about just its functionality. So basically, I'm just gonna move these figures out of the way for a second. But I guess just taking a look, there are some things you can take off of here, so you can, take off this little flying drone thing with a lightsaber for whatever reason. You can take that off, have him like stand somewhere else if you want to, if he's in the way. And you can also take off this little weapons rack, which you can actually put different weapons on there, and there's space for pretty much all the weapons except this Stormtrooper's blaster, but no one really cares about that. But so yeah, you can just store a bunch of the weapons that you get in this set on there, so that's nice. You also do get some extra studs on here. It didn't show to put these extra studs in the instructions here, but it did show it on the front of the box there, so interesting, I guess. But taking a look at the actual, I guess, functionality of this little platform here, basically, it's sort of like a little game. I mean, that's pretty much what it is, but basically what you want to do is you want to try to knock off the other person you're playing against, so yeah. This guy won, so you can just pretty much do this over and over again until you get bored, I guess. But I think it's honestly a pretty fun play. But honestly, I think this is a pretty fun play feature for just a battle pack, because most battle packs are that you get like a vehicle and that's cool, but they get pretty boring pretty quickly. This one actually has some kind of like game to it, and it's pretty fun. So I'm sure a lot of people will have fun with this, young or old. And that's really all there is to the functionality of this little platform. But just taking a look at the platform itself, you can see this is how it works. It's just on these those spinning pieces. I forgot what they're called, but yeah, it's just got some random pieces built around just to help, I guess, make it more stable or whatever. But yeah, and you can of course put these back on because they are on jumper plates. So that's pretty much it for the build of this set. And well, I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at this little guy. So he's got like a blaster for an arm, and then he's also got a normal arm, and he's carrying a lightsaber for some reason. Maybe that's not Kylo Ren's lightsaber. I don't know whose lightsaber that is. That's just a random lightsaber. So oh well. He's got this clear stand, which is pretty nice to get in such a cheap set. So that's cool. And I do like sort of the shaping for this drone, but I feel like the arm, this part sticks out kind of weirdly, and the blaster, I don't know. I feel like those sort of detract from the look of this guy, so a little bit disappointing. But overall, it's still pretty cool little fun inclusion, I guess, to have. So yeah, it's not something I was really excited for, but it's a neat inclusion, I guess. So he's there. So here is the first figure we have here. This is just one of the Praetorian Guards. You only get one version of this type with this specific helmet. This version of him is not exclusive to this set. It did come in the Snoke's Throne Room set. However, this is a much, much cheaper way to get this figure, except this version doesn't have the new, I guess, sort of dress type piece. So but personally, I think the minifigure legs are better than that, so yeah, I think this definitely works a lot better, and I would prefer sort of the cloth-like stuff to be printed rather than use that sort of dress piece. But you can just get a good look at his printing. The printing on all of these Praetorian Guards are pretty much the same. The helmet thing right now is the only thing unique about this guy, and there's no face printing at all. It's just a standard red head, which I'm actually happy that they used. I would not have liked a flesh head or whatever, an angry clone face or whatever, because you'd be able to see that from underneath, and that would not really look too great, so I'm glad that they went with that. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention with this guy is the different weapons that this guy has. He's got this this thing, I don't know exactly what it is. It's like a double-bladed spike thing or whatever. And then you've got this thing, which is like some sort of like flail weapon, so it's on a chain. You can make it look like a spear, but then you can also disconnect these, so you can just flail it around like that. So you got that if you want. Here's the other version of the Praetorian Guard, and this version is exclusive, and you get 2 of these guys, so this is pretty cool for a battle pack. You got exclusive figures, and just a $15 set, so that's pretty cool. But between this guy, there are no differences at all besides their weapons, and the only really difference between their weapons is their blade piece at the end. This one uses sort of like a butter knife machete type weapon or whatever. This one just uses one of those Nexonite blades, so yeah, that's cool, I guess. But printing on this guy, pretty much the same. The only thing different from the other guy was the helmet, and this is pretty cool because I actually have the construction version, the construction figure version of that helmet, and it's just really cool to just see it so small, I guess. But I don't have that on me right now, but I would, if I did, I would compare it right now. But again, no printing underneath, glad with that. But yeah, that's it for this guy. So, honestly, the only reason I'm kind of happy this guy is in this set, this Stormtrooper here, is just mainly because of one specific meme that came out of it. I think it was like, just like, when you look at the box, it's like, when your friends invite you to a party and you know no one there, and it just zoomed on. I don't know if you guys saw that meme or not, but I found it really funny. So that is the only reason I think I really like the inclusion of this guy in this set. Other than that, though, I feel like he does seem very out of place, which is sort of the whole point of the meme. But yeah, he's got a stud shooter there, which that can just fire very simply by pressing on that gray button on the top. So that just shoots out, and you do get extras of those just in case you lose it, because you most likely will. As for printing on this guy, I'm pretty sure there's not really anything exclusive. I wouldn't know. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But you do got that angry clone face, which we've been getting for quite a long time. So there's that. Nothing excitingly new or anything. But that's pretty much it here for the First Order Stormtrooper. Okay, so taking a quick look here through the instruction manual. Same stuff is on the front of the box. You got the QR thing with the Lego Life, which I'm tired of seeing. It shows that if you're confused, you should organize your pieces. Lego Life thing, don't care. Instructions, and the final product. Lego Life thing. Advertisement for some of the other Star Wars 2019, it's 2019, right? Yeah, 2019 sets there. And some of the minifigures you can get in those sets. And then our good old list of pieces, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and move on to the end of the video. So I normally don't get Star Wars Battle Packs too often, mainly because I feel like they aren't very interesting, or at least the figures aren't very desirable, at least to me, but this one I feel like is a pretty good Battle Pack, mainly because the figures are actually good, and some of them are exclusive even. And most of the figures in these sets, in this set, are pretty desirable. Even like the one Stormtrooper, who even though he's sort of left out in this set, you can use that figure if you're going to get multiples of these. This is still another alternative way to get First Order Stormtroopers if you want. So that's pretty cool. And I wouldn't say the Praetorian Guards aren't exactly too great for army building, because they're not really meant to be sort of an army. They're meant to there's meant to be, I think, like only maybe like just a handful of them, like maybe like 7 or 8, and that's it, because they're really only in Snoke's throne room, at least I think. But so they're not the best figures for army building, at least for reasons that make sense canonically. But I think they are still pretty cool looking figures, and these two are exclusive, so that is pretty cool. And the actual build of this set is, it doesn't look all that great, but it's definitely fun to play around with, I'll say that. So I definitely think this is one of the better battle packs LEGO has made in the past few years, but I can't really say that for sure, since I don't really get a whole lot of battle packs, but I do like this one a lot. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say about this set, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and keep building!